Hey lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in into today's video.
So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share because this is actually trending on TikTok, where people were like talking about how a black woman prophesied about the happening that is happening between Kamala, Biden and all of that. Like, this got a lot of people reacting. I'm just gonna roll a clip from 2008 where a prophecy was given and it's actually coming to fulfillment. Like, a lot of people are shaking that Babylon is falling. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into
the next part. Is America is judged by the Lord, and when her judgments fall, they will fall hard. The next part is Kamala Harris will be the leader of America by an exchange of power that is not anticipated or voted for. There will be a sudden change of power in America, no matter who likes it or not. Kamala Harris will be the head of this nation, and it will not happen by the popular will and expression of the people. This is voting. And I shared before that I saw a vision of this woman taking her oath when I was on a live prayer call with others. We're praying about something else entirely, and I began to tell them, you will not believe what I am seeing. I am seeing Kamala Harris standing at the podium saying that today is a great day. Today is a historic day. Today is a day that America has never seen, because for the first time ever, a woman is in the White House. She is not the Secretary of State. She is not an assistant or an aide. She is in the top seat. She is the President of the United States. The next part is America will have a civil war of 3 years, a brutal war brought on by intolerance of all kinds, but especially a war of ideology. This war will be so violent that it will cause huge loss of life, destruction of property, and mass movement of people outside of America to all parts of the world. This war will also be preceded by people fleeing. So before war even breaks out in this country, God says that people are going to leak and leach out of America in all directions. And we've been seeing that since I started talking about this diaspora, even probably before. But when God brought a highlight on it, very shortly after that, stories began to come out in the media of Americans getting second passport, wealthy Americans who can afford to go and invest in other countries and be given immediate citizenship and things like that. And God says, come out of her, my people. The foreigners or foreign nations will go back to their places and forsake America. And I've spoken many times of this exodus, that I've seen people from Honduras, I've seen people from Chile, I've seen people from Brazil, I've seen people from Mexico and many other places, many African nations flooding out of the United States to go back to America. The next part is economic crash and ruination. God says this is a nation that is federally bankrupt, empty coffers, playing with the books, getting creative with the numbers, cooking the books. You will not kick the can down the road anymore. You will pay the price for your irresponsibility, and many nations will fall down before this financial crisis is done. The economy will fall to Great Depression levels, and Europe, you will go down with America. The next part is Russia is coming to prominence. Arise and devour much flesh. And I think that this is in the book of Daniel, where the bear was spoken to and it was told, arise and devour much flesh. So God says Russia is coming to prominence, and we can certainly see that. Niger had a coup I think maybe 2 weeks ago, and they're burning the French flag in their ire and waving the Russian flag around. And many countries in Africa are beginning to pivot to Russia. And these prophecies were on the Master's Voice blog since 2019. Those are my first videos. The fact that Russia will rise and that the world will begin to look to Russia for leadership, and the world will begin to say, America, shush, 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 shush. Vlad is talking, and we want to hear what he is saying. Thank you.
Calls for a civil war today at a J.D. Vance rally in Ohio. Let me show you the tape, and we'll talk about it.
I believe wholeheartedly Donald Trump and Butler County's J.D. Vance are the last chance to save our country politically. I'm afraid if we lose this one, it's going to take a civil war to save the country.
Keep in mind that this speaker at the event for the Donald Trump campaign did not say he thought there might be a civil war if they lose, that the country might erupt in anger. He called for one. He said we will need one if Trump does not win to get this country on the right path. That is a call for violence. That is insane. That is incredibly irresponsible. It also comes from the Trump campaign 1 week after someone shot at Trump. And after Trump and others said, oh, we've got to get the volume down, let's not promote violence, Trump turns around and promotes violence again. This has been Trump's MO for 8 years. He talked about killing Hillary Clinton. They talked about going after judges. They talked about going after immigrants using dehumanizing language. And now you've got the Trump campaign calling for civil war if Trump loses. Now, of course, afterwards they said, oh, we disassociate ourselves from the comments. And the guy said, oh, that wasn't what I meant. Like, that's not what I think. Well, clearly it's what you think. You said it. And by the way, he's a select speaker at the Trump campaign calling for a civil war. This stuff these people are so dangerous. P.S. It goes without saying that the last time Trump lost an election, he did actually try a civil war. He tried to violently overthrow the United States government by sending 1,000 crazy people, some of them with weapons, to the U.S. Capitol in order to hunt down and kill the American vice president, Trump's vice president. So when you have Trump people calling for a civil war if Trump loses the election, it's doubly irresponsible because his people did it before. He did it before. They know the message they're being told. And Trump himself has said he's going to pardon the insurrectionists who tried the civil war last time. So all of this goes together, guys. It's not one guy making a crazy comment. It's part of Trump's theme throughout this entire election and throughout his entire presidency. Violence, violence, violence. Calls for a civil war today at a J.D. Vance rally in Ohio. Let me show you the tape.
You know, they need to disqualify Trump as president. It's been too much foolishness that he has been doing. First, it was the attempted assassination. No, before that, it was January the 6th. Then he has made a lot of statements before that. Even before this man was elected as vice president, he had said that before, and that came out of Trump's mouth. He said, if I don't win this election, I'm going to burn this place down. That's what Trump said, and people can play back what he said. It's time for America to start making Trump take accountability when he does and say things. Enough is enough for the foolishness. You cannot threaten a whole nation because you did not win. The reason why you didn't win because you're a liar and an antagonist, and people don't think that you're fit enough to be running the nation. Okay? You're making these asinine rules, and not really protecting certain people of America. That's the reason why you didn't win. Okay? Now they feel intimidated because now Biden is no longer on the race. So they don't have nothing to really say. Now, you see you see how the devil works? He gets mad. And you know what really makes him mad is when people start standing up and taking accountability of what Trump and this guy says. The reason why Trump had selected this kid, it's because, first of all, he has no qualification to be vice president. And because he's a retired army, it has nothing to do with that. It's because this kid is a follower. If Trump tells him to jump, how high? The level of intelligence that Trump has, he has none. For him to have people to say those type of things. And, for them saying that on social media, and, for people to repost it and stuff like that, they need to start taking accountability. Because it's too much of these redneck states keep on making demands and threatening and stuff like that. Because that's the first time. One lady was telling her, saying that there should be another insurrection. She said it on the social media app, and nothing happened to her.
Yes, she's prophesying accurately, but remember that witches can also So just to get this straight, you're saying that this woman is prophesying accurately, but she's also a witch? Kind of like when they told the Messiah he was casting out devils with devils. Why would a witch expose the devil and the tactics of the devil using the word? If you're scared, go to church. What she's saying is not scary for people who haven't been paying attention. You are just scared. And when these things come to pass, are you going to be okay? Are you going to take back what you're saying? Will it even matter by then? Is she a witch because she's African? Or if Joel Osteen said this, would it make you more comfortable? I'm just confused. Once again, a scenario where somebody had the opportunity to say what was false, and instead of saying what is false, they're saying that it's scary. And the reality is, yes, it's going to be a terrifying time, but some people have actually been reading the book, so they're prepared. This is what happens when you're used to a watered down version of a book that was written by a people for a people. And I would hate to have to remind people of the prophet Isaiah and how nobody listened to him and they thought he was just being a bearer of bad news until the Assyrians came and captivated them. This is actually the content creator who said that we don't serve an Old Testament God, we serve a New Testament God. I don't serve a God that changes. My God is the same forever and ever and ever, like the word says. And I just want to remind people when they're judging the people that the Most High chooses to deliver a message, God will use a donkey if he has to. Love you. Bye.
So lovelies, apparently this black lady has been going viral on TikTok, on social media, with the fact that most of her prophetic, declaration is actually coming to fulfillment. Sometimes in 2008, she gave a prophecy of a fallen Babylon, and she even talked about how a woman for the first time is going to be the president of the country, and this will, bring about conflict, and a lot of people are going to go into what it's termed conflict and war and all of that. This prophetic surfaced again in 2024 with the fact that Biden stepped down and actually endorsed Kamala for the purse of the presidential stuff that's been going around on social media. And this is something that she said sometime in 2024, that a woman for the first time is going to be the president. And because of this, people or nation will fight against nation and all of that. That a lot of people will be against this said woman, while some people will still be on this, will still be on the side of this said woman. And this thing that she has been saying is just coming to an end. I'm someone that actually, I don't take prophecies seriously, but with the happenings and coming across this video, I am thinking otherwise. I am thinking maybe this is as a result of the will of God. I am thinking maybe this is just the way the Lord wants it. Like, let's just take for instance of what has been happening for a very long time, with the stepping down, with trying to like endorse, or have already endorsed this lady, and this got a lot of people reacting. People that actually wanted to vote for blue is now saying that, okay, we are not going to vote for blue anymore because it has to do with a woman. And a lot of people also made some kind of research saying that she has something to do with Israel, like she is supporting Israel, which I have not made such such research. And a lot of black women are also in support of white women as well is also in support of her. People are trying to like, okay, let's see if she's gonna win this, let's see if it's gonna be of a, as in for our own benefit or for every other person's benefit. And people were like, okay, no, none of them is actually a favorite. A lot of people were still trying to like, okay, she has her own skeleton in the cupboard. All of them are just going for one thing. Everybody just wants to eat their own national cake. And a lot of people, in the other hand, talking about Trump not being the best man for the job, or because of all of the controversy surround him. And this is just making people to, like, think out loud, try to know what they have to do. A lot of people are also giving in to vote for blue, and why so many people are still not considering it. But one thing I noticed is that so many women want to actually do this, want to actually vote for blue, because a woman have not done this job before, and despite the fact that men has been there over the years and all of that, why not just give it a try for a woman this time around that actually understand what it means, what it means to be human, what it actually means to feel what people feels. But people are still still digging to see if she's still the best person for the job. There is a whole lot just happening out there. A whole lot. A lot of people have their own different opinions. So I just decided that I was just gonna bring it up here for us to also, delegate and know what is happening all over the world. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Do you think that something is happening or something is about to happen, or do you think that this is a good thing, a good chill, or we just keep on praying and hoping for the best? Why not leave me your own thoughts in the comment section? Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload.
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave a thought in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload.